We're but then it's us see that is in even when we at the most and how like tendency they'll just the anger we're supposed to our attention and destruction generally speaking it's usually my at the expense of like that. Thank you, King Jesus. Gods who pose it's not it. And we thank you that you're beautiful and amazing. Amen. Mm. Creation a little while that you really from the fruit or not to eat. We're supposed to rule the there. Leah Bolden's version God's bad and bad knowledge. Obviously, not
No, the whole
there, but that's right. Not allowed to Python doing his couch potato to the being so creature like
Jesus despite persecution. He goes on to retell the story of their conversion, how they used to be idolatrous polytheists, and they were living in a culture where all of life was permeated by institutions and practices that honored the Greek and Roman gods. And Paul talks about how they turned away from those idols to serve the living and true God, and that they're now waiting for the coming of God's Son from heaven. So in a city like Thessalonica, transferring your allegiance to the Creator God of Israel and to King Jesus, this came at a cost. isolation from your neighbors, hostility from your family. But for the Thessalonians, the overwhelming love of Jesus who died for them and the hope of his return, it made it all worth it. Paul then retells the story of his mission in Thessalonica and of the dear friendships he formed with the people. He uses really intimate metaphors here. They treated him like their child, and he became like their mother and like their father. He says, "We were happy to share with you not only the good news from God, but our very selves, because we came to dearly love you." Paul reminds us here that the essence of Christian leadership is not about power and having influence. It's about healthy relationships and humble, loving service. He reminds them that he never asked for money. He simply came to love and serve them in the name of Jesus. And so Paul moves on to reflect on their common persecution. Just like Jesus was rejected and killed by his own people, so now Paul is persecuted by his fellow Jews, and the Thessalonians are facing hostility from their Greek neighbors. And Paul draws a strange comfort from knowing that together their sufferings are a way of participating in the story of Jesus' own life and death. Paul then shares about the anguish he experienced when he heard of the hardships the Thessalonians had after he and Silas fled. So he sent Timothy to support them and see how they were doing. And to his joy, Timothy discovered that they were going strong. They were faithful to Jesus. They were full of love for God and their neighbors. And they longed to see Paul as much as he longed to see them. And so Paul concludes with a prayer for endurance. And what's cool is that he introduces here the topics he's going to address in the letter's second half. He prays that God will grow their capacity to love, that he'll strengthen their commitment to holiness as they fix their hope on the return of King Jesus. So he opens the letter's second movement by challenging them to a life that's consistent with the teachings of Jesus. So this means, first of all, a serious commitment to holiness and sexual purity. In contrast to the promiscuous, sexually destructive culture around them, they are to follow Jesus' teaching about experiencing the beauty and the power of sex within the haven of a committed marriage covenant relationship. God takes sexual misbehavior seriously, Paul says. It dishonors and destroys people and their dignity. Following Jesus also means a commitment to loving and serving others. So Paul instructs them that Christians should be known in the city as reliable people who work really hard, not just to make money, but so that they can have resources to provide for themselves and to generously share with people who are in need. After this, Paul addresses a number of questions the Thessalonians had raised about the future hope of Jesus' return. So some Christians in the church had recently died, most likely killed as martyrs, and their friends and family are wondering about their fate when Jesus returns. And so Paul makes it clear that despite their grief and loss, not even death can separate Christians from the love of Jesus. When he returns as king, he will call both the living and the dead to himself. And Paul uses a really cool image here. He uses language that would normally describe how a city subject to the Roman Caesar would send out a delegation to welcome or meet his arrival. Paul then applies this imagery to the arrival of King Jesus. He too will be greeted by a delegation of his people who will go to meet the Lord in the air as they welcome and escort him back to this world where he'll establish his kingdom of justice and peace. Paul then wants the Thessalonians to see how this hope should motivate faithfulness to Jesus. So he pokes fun at the famous Roman propaganda that it's Caesar who brings peace and security. Of course, Rome's peace came through violence, through enslaving their enemies, and military occupation. And Paul warns that Jesus will return as king one day and confront this kind of injustice. Followers of King Jesus should live in the present as if that future day is already here. Despite the nighttime of human evil around them, they should stay sober and awake as the light of God's kingdom dawns here on earth as it is in heaven. Paul closes all of these exhortations like he began with a hopeful prayer, that God would permeate their lives with his holiness, that he would set them apart to be completely devoted and blameless until the return of King Jesus. 1 Thessalonians reminds us that from the very beginning, following Jesus as king has produced a truly countercultural or holy way of life. And this will sometimes generate suspicion and conflict among our neighbors. But the response of Jesus' followers to such hostility should always be love. meeting opposition with grace and generosity. And this way of life, it's motivated by hope in the coming kingdom of Jesus that has already begun in his resurrection from the dead. And so holiness, love, and future hope, that's what 1 Thessalonians is all about.
What stood out to you, friend? So, one thing. Anything stood out to you, David?
I was not able to overhear what you listened to this time.
Well, it was a video, and I did share my screen, but
My apologies. I didn't notice they had done that.
next time, next time I'll definitely say something. Sorry for not making it clear. All right. So you have the Church of Thessalonica. So it's in Acts chapter 7. Did Paul was the church get started here? So yeah, by the awesome beauty of Christ, it does. And so, but when they say Jesus is king, what are they saying? Who's not? Caesar.
What?
Yeah, I know. It goes full range fest. Full rage fest on the church. But here's the crazy part. Is what did they do when the rage was against them? They stay and they just they love their enemies. It's like our suffering is the way of participating in the story of Jesus. Oh man. And so here we have Rome, which, the classic banner is peace and security.
That is so
And so with Rome saying peace and security, but how do they bring peace and security? By war, by armed stuff. And he's saying actually the day of the Lord will bring sun and ruin, but it's not going to be how everyone expects. When Jesus comes, his arrival, people will be risen up and declare him king. You know what's really cool is I'm reading Revelation, and each of the tribulations that happen, the very first ones, it brought repentance. But there's going to be eventually a point where all that is left are the ones who just don't repent, don't want to declare allegiance to Yahweh, and don't want to be people of not violence. And that's when we definitely start seeing in Revelation, you start seeing the heaven being fully realized on earth, making things right. All right, friend, we can start. I'll be right back. I'll be gone forever. your coordinates, sir? I mean, no, he was asking. Is it could be so I will say if you go in, probably just go in with an iron pickaxe if it's close enough to home. I mean, if you can't, then I guess you could just bring in the travel conga. Oh yeah, you came for honey. That's right. Oh. All right. I need to get out of here. It's so.
Beehive does not have honey inside.
I think you have to like. Maybe can you just plant flowers around the beehive and then that'll increase the quickness of the honey gathering of them?
It does help because that means the bees don't have to travel as far, and flowers do have a cooldown before a bee can use it can harvest from it again. So more flowers again helps.
Well, there you go.
But at the end of the day, going to need to either use a tree farm to manage to acquire more bees, or use silk touch to transplant a beehive, simply because bees aren't going to be gathering honey while they're far enough away that they're unloaded.
Hmm.
Because, time's effectively frozen during that.
I see. All right. Well, when we get back, I'll under your tutelage. When I get back under your tutelage, I'll be down doing the work it takes to bring beehives into our village. Or we just big it. Yeah, that'd be better if we just replan it, or we just build a second village.
Well, yeah, like I said, the primary limitation is that either we gotta do a tree farm, and then just once the beehives pop up, we work with them where they spawned,
Mm-hmm.
or we need to acquire some tool of silk touch that we can use to transplant the beehive
So a tool that's called Silk Touch.
with the silk touch enchantment.
Okay. So if I see that, does it matter what level?
Silk touch only has one level.
Okay. Does it do you find it, or can you
You can get it on the enchanting table.
Okay. So if I see it, then I'll make sure to put something on it.
It is just generally a pretty useful enchantment. It makes it so that tools will never turn into a well, not never, but most blocks will not return their derivative components instead of themselves. So like you can silk touch glass and ores and stuff like that.
I see. Is that part of the game, or did you?
It's part of the game.
Okay. I see. So it definitely sounds like it's a nice one to have around. It seemed like it's for a unique mode, so I probably would just put it on an iron pickaxe.
If possible, I would recommend putting it on something durable, because it's not super common, so you don't want to risk losing it once you get it.
Oh. Is iron not durable enough?
Well, how many iron tools have you gone through in any given mining expedition?
True. But pretty much I almost skipped iron because it transite. And
Yeah.
so I'm not the best gauge on how fast you go through iron. But you did tell me that Batet is pretty much iron durability, and that
Roughly,
pickaxe will. That Batet pickaxe, man, it just said goodbye to.
Yep.
It just says goodbye to durability, really fast. That makes sense. All right, I can make a. I'll see if I could get it on a diamond pickaxe then.
All right. Why did I just get attacked by? Oh, well, actually, it might not have been.
And I am
one.
coming with more than enough iron to go around.
Excellent.
So at least a little over 100 ores of it.
Right, and I suppose I'm going to need to go gather more deep slate. I see you've got better armor, Charlie.
Yeah, I let him use my Batet to make Batet armor.
Mm.
With the contingency that he always has a contingency charm.
Makes sense.
Just a solid block of raw iron. Dang, that's my second one that I found.
Yeah, it sounds like you're still in the thick of that large iron vein.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's like you have to like train your brain differently to now start searching diagonally around the vein and not and
Mhm.
not like horizontal or vertical.
Or at least not just horizontal and vertical.
Yeah. You kind of have to do horizontal vertical to look for the
It's slightly necessary.
just a tad
It's a lot of copper.
bit. Man, my inventory's too full.
Well, if you left, would you be able to find your way back to there? Alternatively, do you have enough wood that you can temporarily shove stuff into chests just to make it easier to reorganize?
That's the idea.
Or failing that, can you just use a crafting bench to do some of the compacting recipes?
I think do I have any wood? No, I don't have any wood. That was a great idea.
All right.
Next time I'll
I
definitely
can do a wood delivery. Coordinates?
-14, -53,
-14, -53.
and then positive 503. I mean, actually, I'm making my way back anyways. I'll just do it.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Now I know enough wood to at least make a crafting bench to compress. That's a great idea.
Personally, I like bringing a half stack of logs with me, because it just can come in handy a lot. You can make chests, you can make crafting benches, you need it for handles for tools in case you have to make one on the fly. You can make torches if you also have if you find some coal along the way. It comes up a lot.
Yeah. Now, this time I only brought sticks, but before that's all I ever used wood for when I was deep in the pits. But that's a great idea. Oh. 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 Silly me. I actually decided, I guess, hold gold in my there any value in diamond horse armor? I feel like it just deposit.
If you put it on, if you get a horse, yes, it will make the horse notably harder to kill.
Okay.
If you don't have a horse, well, nothing else uses it.
Right. Oh. You know, I might just start digging my way back. I'm having a hard time finding find the entrance to this place. So our coordinates are about positive 200. So I need to go that way.
Oh, yeah.
Positive 300, 400. So I need like just go that way. Or I just make my way up. I have gills, so if I hit any water caves, I won't be scared. Just do that. I'm just gonna go straight up.
One of the many reasons Silk Touch is useful is because it means that stuff like ender chests are recoverable. Because normally when you break an ender chest, it drops the obsidian that was used to make it, but not the ender pearl. With Silk Touch, it just drops the ender chest, and so you can use it again and again.
No.
And that's another reason to put on a diamond pickaxe, because that's the tier of pick you need to break an ender chest in the first place.
And the inner chest is just something also really good. Can you also do the same thing with mob spawners?
Unfortunately, mob spawners are one of the exceptions, specifically because people would stack them up to make really efficient mob farms.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
It's nice not to have to be so afraid of the dark anymore. All right, let's swim up this.
There's the rest of the iron.
Cool. I think those are meant to be shared, right? Things are in the enchanting chest. It's just you left to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Almost took a lot of fall damage there.
Yeah. Obviously, that does not mean pillage the chest for everything it's worth. It means take what you're going to use.
Yes, friend? Oh, nice. Look at you. Oh, music's definitely changed. I'm in the overworld now. When it starts becoming very peaceful to mind.
Almost a little bit too close to the death cloud there. That could have hurt.
A death cloud, eh?
Yeah, mining with vaporous vold again.
Oh.
It's not the safest process.
So does it ever lead to things it destroys, or does it literally consume everything like a black hole?
Anything destroyed by it is just gone.
Okay.
The only exception is that it is incapable of destroying diamond or netherite items.
So the things, okay, so the things that actually do matter, it won't destroy that.
But it also just won't break them.
Hmm.
Of course, that hardly matters, because by the time you have access to vaporous vold, or vold in general, you probably have a diamond tool that you can then use to break them. But
Yeah. What are you using, what are you mine searching right now?
right now, my primary reason for being in the mine is to just collect deep slate. But since that involves digging out deep slate anyways, I figure I might as well dig out the deep slate in the shape of my preferred tunnels that I then smash with vaporous vold and find ores.
Mhm.
So multitasking essentially. The primary thing I'm getting out of this is diamond.
Okay.
Though, at the edge of this area of destruction, there's still other ores that I can pick up, like decent bit of redstone.
Oh, I think Charlie, I think I found the well, for a second, so I can make a compressing chest. I think I found the forest ceramics. I see bees.
Hello,
Justin. Hello.
Justin?
Corey.
What's up?
Hello. So what's going on? How's everyone doing?
Well, we're continuing to mess around on Minecraft. I'm currently collecting deep slate to finish working on the arena.
Ah,
I'm
oh yes, that reminds me. I made some smooth quartz to see if it would go well with this, because you have to smelt.
All right. So,
Can you compress?
another one.
See if I can compress redstone dust.
You can.
Oh,
I see smooth quartz doesn't have edges between them. Hello, newcomer.
someone else joined?
Yes.
Hey,
Oh, what's up, Ashton?
Going on?
Doing some Minecraft.
Some modded Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yup.
My brother David here. It's like a lot of these are just his mods.
Yeah, I'm a software developer,
Oh.
and as a hobby, I tend to make Minecraft mods.
That's pretty cool.
Actually, on that topic,
Corey, are you struggling a little bit? Kind of.
Oh, I'm doing really well by the grace of Christ. What's up? Makes you think I'm not?
I don't know.
You okay?
I am okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Are you gonna be there on?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll do with Michelle's cooking. I mean,
Oh man.
it's a disservice to humanity.
Wait. Hey, it's not working, Corey.
What's not working?
It's not making it into block. You know, if you double click if it's all spread out like that, if you double click, it'll put it all into one stack.
Ah. Oh, nice. Good to know. Well, that's cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. I've been playing Minecraft since I was like 7.
That's
man.
I
fun.
wish I could say that, but I can't because
I-
I was too old to start playing it.
Yeah.
So what funny is I've had Minecraft, but I just never really like got into it. Like I've had it for a long time. Like I had
Yeah.
this back in alpha with the rest of my friends in here.
Really? You were playing Minecraft before it like fully released?
Let me turn you up. Sorry, 1 second.
No, my microphone is really quiet.
There we
I
go.
gotta.
But yeah,
I don't know.
we got the
I gotta
game.
get the softwares.
But yeah, we got the game in late alpha. Yeah, it was so cheap back then. Like, yeah, $8 a license or something like that.
I remember explicitly that it was $5 because you got my copy. You gave me my copy on sale
Ah,
too, so it was like $5.
yeah, game's not that cheap anymore.
It's like 30 bucks.
back when the creator was still just hitting it out. Do you want to join us,
Back when
Ashton?
the creator was not
Maybe. I have to. I'm pretty sure. Okay, what are you guys using? I need the mod.
Yeah, if you go to the, yeah,
Uh,
I
wait,
believe the
okay.
Great Friday chat, I put the mod pack in there.
Did you put it there?
Were
I
you-
thought it was in general chat. You put it in.
Maybe it was, yeah, it was general chat. Yep.
Why don't you guys? Oh no, yeah, I see it. Yeah, Corey mod pack. 1.0.3 on the 20th of January.
Yeah. So we use Modrent.
Oh,
that's-
okay. I have mod rent.
Yeah, though nowadays a lot of the mod loaders are compatible with most of their export formats.
Wait. What do I have done?
Do you recognize who this is, Broheim? Yeah. Broheim's with me also. He's in the game. He can hear you, but right now he doesn't have his
Bro, I'm
microphone.
like the other kid that goes to youth group.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. All right.
So, fair warning. Yeah, though that is the most up-to-date mod pack, I'm probably going to be making an updated version of the pack tonight. Because
Okay.
I've made an updated version of one of the mods in there, Passive Charms, to patch some bugs that we discovered.
Okay, sounds good. Where is?
Oh, is the update live already, or are you
Whoa.
bundling
The, up,
it
the
first?
Is
updated
this the
passive,
arena char? I mean, David?
yeah, is it a big old circular thing, mostly made of basalt?
Yeah.
It did.
Dude, that
it
is.
disappeared. Oh no, it is in general chat, not Great Friday.
All right.
I was
Oh.
confused. That was Great Friday.
Yeah. Oh.
You don't
Yeah.
buy sticks? How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
The man betraying his purpose as a butcher.
Boom, Corey mod pack downloaded.
Really?
And this has all the mods for like multiplayer and everything.
Yeah, it's basically just a manifest that that's the mod loader will read and then it'll download the mods.
Wait, is this a server or is it like
It-
player mod?
So it's just a group of mods. To get into the server, David can send you my WAN and ports.
So the file will tell Modrent or whatever mod loader you use what mods to download and set up. It will essentially prepare your player instance, well, client instance,
Okay.
and then from there we can give you the IP to join the server.
Geepus.
All right, I have all the mods.
All right, let me get to a safe
Stupid
spot.
Creepers. Creepers are appearing out of nowhere. Like, blew up my villager thing.
Well, that's rude.
Oh,
And now I need to quickly fix it, which means I
All
need to go
right.
grab.
I guess we both have Phantom Star because we definitely kill my Phantoms.
I would recommend sleep.
Okay,
to remove
so
phantom.
I'm only going to put this here for a bit, just because leaving the IP on a public channel long term is just asking for trouble. Alright,
Usually,
so
I would have just DM'd.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably should have
just
done it that way.
Well, yeah, just delete it and DM it.
All right, there it goes.
All right. With the phantoms, I want to go to sleep.
All right. Where else I need to
If enough
check out?
people are asleep, I'm just gonna DC because I
Okay, so we got 2 people
Not
planning
one.
to DC since I'm deep enough that I should do that too.
All right, 2 out of 4
All right, out
players
they go.
sleeping through this night. Let's go.
All right,
wait,
Justin, let's bounce.
All right, the new day is Justin, so you're good to join.
someone
Settings.
else that also turns music down.
Yeah, I
I
turned my
don't
music
shut
all
it
the way
off
down.
myself. I have mine pretty quiet, but I don't shut it off because I'm fine with how it is.
All right.
Oh, I need it.
I gather amethyst. Oh man, I need a. Either I have a choice of either making a second box or upgrading my box.
Attack ability.
Yes, so one of the mods in here, probably the most consequential, is chest cavity. It'll give you the ability to swap your organs out with those of various other creatures. Yet some of them have activated abilities, either attacks or utilities.
Really?
Yep, what you're seeing are the hotkeys that let you use them.
Wait, so when you
David.
yeah.
you kill a mob, you can use their abilities, kind of.
Yep, when you kill a mob, they might drop organs that are safe for you to use. If you open yourself up and stick those organs in,
Oh, what is happening
they
over
can have a
there?
variety of effects.
What's happening right there?
That's one of the mods in this pack that's not mine. It's dimensional doors. It has a bunch of portals that you can go into to enter essentially extra dimensional dungeons. But if you die in them, they kind of leave a mess at the entrance.
So you get the fun of closing them.
So someone
Actually,
went in there
I
and
do have the
died?
means to close them now, so I'm actually going to head on over and clean up that rift.
Oh, are they entering back into their job site? Can I lock them back into their new home? Good. Good. They have returned to work, so they may
Alright.
stay in work once again.
I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, so I'm trying to run like I'm playing Fortnite.
I see.
What that, bro? This is just crazy.
Yeah, it's
Water
a
breathing?
little distracting.
Oh, nice. You're gonna
Sit
put down a
there.
charm?
All right, what is chords? Or Loki, I'll just get myself started.
500.
Yeah, our coordinates are roughly 300 by 500.
Oh, okay.
If you get anywhere near there, you'll see us.
Yeah.
Yeah, our general policy has been everyone has their own home, but we've got our general village and are more than happy to help each other out.
You're more than welcome to take anything on my chest if you would just like to.
Oh, okay, hang on. 300 by. So it's kind of far this way.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, Corey,
What's
one
up?
mod I would like to add to the pack when I push the update, also one I should have just included in the initial one, is I believe it's called Enchanted Tooltips.
Okay.
It basically just makes it so that enchantments come with a little description that helps tell you what they do.
I like
yeah.
that. How do you
Is
feel
there a
about that?
mod- Is there a mod where like it tells you what enchantment you're gonna get before? Enchanted?
I mean, you get to see what one of the enchantments are before you enchant, anyways.
Oh,
but
I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
All right, I'm gonna be.
You don't get to see the full list.
Yeah, but I haven't played Minecraft in a few months.
I don't believe any new enchantments have been added in the last few months, but
Oh, no,
spellbound
yeah.
enchantments adds a few.
Yeah,
By
and
a few, you mean
they
50.
did. I know they did add some enchantments for the sledgehammer or whatever it's called. Whatever
For
that
the
is.
mace.
For the mace, yeah. They added like a few.
Yeah, but since the game here is currently on 1.19.2, yeah,
Oh, it's a
it's
1.19.
yeah, the base isn't here yet.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was just more
See, this,
stable for to be in 1.19 with David's mods
yeah,
right now.
yeah. I also kind of prefer the older versions of Minecraft
Fair enough.
because I like to play in 1.16 before the cave update, so I can actually play Minecraft like strip mining. Okay, I think I'm stuck, and I don't know what this is.
Oh shoot! Right.
Here, I can build out of it, but
Um. Actually, Corey. When we made you into
One
an
second.
OP. Yeah,
What?
yeah. This is related to that. When we
What's
made
that?
you
it's
into an
easy.
OP, it caused a slight issue where it started having protection at spawn. I don't know why it only starts doing that once you have an OP,
Okay. So what do
but
I need to do?
as a result, he's kind of stuck there.
No, I
So I.
got out. I
Oh,
got
okay.
out.
Never mind.
Okay.
I just had to waste my wood.
What does protection and spawn mean?
So the area immediately around the server spawn point
Mm-hmm.
cannot be modified.
Oh. Oh, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on? Check my skin. Have
Which
you watched My Hero?
I have watched My Hero Academia, so I'm guessing you're
Mm,
the main guy. That
360
nice.
on Deku. Yep.
I
So
actually,
these are gold chests. Are they bigger than usual?
yeah, so you start with the base one, but then you pretty much
they
is a
go
recipe.
by.
If you hit do you know what
It's just
REI is? Do you know what REI is?
No.
so REI is a utility mod that is kind of important to put in most mod packs. It tells you what items exist and how to make them. So if
Oh yeah.
you open your inventory, you see all that stuff on the right side. If you hover over something in there or in your inventory and you press either U or R, it'll tell you the uses or recipes for the item, respectively.
So you got to start with copper, then you go to iron, then you go to gold,
Yeah. And and it makes them, and you could just even have an upgrade
go to
thing to
diamond.
just upgrade them straight.
Is there a netherite chest?
Not that I know of.
Oh, all right. So this is also before you had to have those scripts to make netherite.
Yeah, this is before templates were required.
Yeah, templates are dumb.
Agreed.
Transite ingot.
It's one of my mods. One of the um
One more
goofier
fun
ones.
ones.
Basically just made on a lark. Its gimmick is that while it is a powerful material, it does not want to be in whatever form you put it in, and will constantly try to turn into other tools with limited success. That's this leads to stuff like a pickaxe that
Legging.
that also partially functions as an axe.
Hmm. Okay, I'm back. So I got a transite chest plate, transite legging.
There you go. So it's diamond level, but it's always trying to be a different piece of something else. And so there's times where your stats are amazing, and there's times where
Not so much.
yeah.
So right now it's like I have 2 chest plates and 2 leggings on
Sorta, kinda.
because
They're
2 of them
it's
have gold
trying
in
to
them.
pretend it's a chest plate, but yeah, um, the stats only partially change to reflect that.
Mm.
Also, um, to prevent the objectively best answer just being all chest plates, you, your Transite has a very strange stat distribution between its various armor pieces.
Here you go.
Now why are we
Can
villagers
I
to grow up
You have
and
14
actually
blocks of raw
go where
iron,
they need
Corey.
to?
Can I
That'll go
cook
Yeah.
some of that?
Yeah, go ahead. Use whatever.
Hey David,
Within reason, of course.
what's a good way to get XP?
Good way to get XP. Yeah. Trading with villagers is a decent way. Yeah, just managing the farm is, and that also gets you food. So breeding the cows and then killing the cows that you just bred. Yeah, harvesting nether quartz, or fighting zombie pigmen. Both of them are pretty good sources. Whether skeletons and blazes are worth more XP per, but it's easy to fight a lot of zombie pigmen at once. Or at least it's easy to pick a fight with a lot of zombie pigmen at once. Whether or not it's easy to win, I suppose that's up to you.
Actually, do you have a looting sword, David?
I don't. Looting is one of the things that's been eluding me.
Okay.
Eluding.
I want to try borrowing a wild kill blazes for their rod.
Do you need rods or do you need powder?
Rods. I was using it as fuel.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
honest.
So there are some other unique ores that David has created.
They're all in the nether.
They're all in the nether, yeah.
What are their uses?
Okay, so you got Lus, the gambler's ore. Yeah, in this raw powder form, it can be rubbed against other ores or against blocks of material in order to break them up into their constituent parts with a highly variable output. If crafted into tools, strange and chaotic effects will happen whenever you use the tools. Though you'll probably need to use some enchantment or other form of support because they are very fragile tools.
Priming?
Yeah, priming. It's a damage type enchantment. It's one of the more fun ones. Whenever you strike an enemy, it will inflict the primed debuff. Once the debuff counts down, the target explodes. Hitting them again resets the countdown and increases the magnitude of the explosion.
So I haven't
beat him a whole bunch. Oh, so that'd be good for the nether. I'm not the nether, the wither, or like the ender dragon.
Against anything tanky, yeah. The maximum magnitude of primed that you can inflict is equal to the magnitude of the enchantment. So, a sword of priming 5 can set an enemy up to primed 5, which will explode them for like 25 damage. It hurts.
put dullness on my shovel.
Yeah, the explosions from primed do not damage terrain, but they will damage any entities nearby.
Oh, even
Any
self.
entities.
Sounds like a good crossbow weapon.
It goes pretty nice on ranged weapons, yes. But you can stack it up a lot faster on melee weapon.
You just have to get out,
What an
dodge. You're
idiot.
just...
Oh,
Oh, man.
what an idiot. Look at this idiot, Core. Oh, they're both dumb.
Oh, there's both playing in our magma cubes.
Yeah.
Nice.
What
I
a
guess I
dumb
should
guy.
stay over here, actually. So I still have.
Aren't you just a big dummy?
Yeah.
Reminds me, I guess I have one magma block to continue.
You just put it right here. Wait, look behind you. Put it right here.
I need another librarian that dies.
So he also has a really cool charm.
Oh no! Oh man.
That was close.
The creepers explode.
Yeah, they explode.
Okay.
This is as we try to have an idea of I like how David described it. It's called Vanilla Plus. Where
We're missing a slab.
Yeah, looks like the road's going to need repaired now.
Yep. think did I actually pick it up?
Corey, do you have some deep slate I can borrow?
Check
Yeah,
my
I'm. All right.
my chest.
Let's see.
I
A lot of
may
assault. All right. Looks like a no.
That's
A
a no.
lot of assault though. I might use some of that if you're okay with it.
please take it. That chest is too full.
Understood. Yoink.
Anything in this chest besides maybe obsidian, because I feel like I need like efficiency or something in my pickaxe. Because when I was trying to get that out, I was
Obsidian
just
takes a long time to harvest. Yeah.
Hey, David.
Yeah?
Can I test my damage on you? 1 hit.
One hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
sweeping edge.
Oh, I missed. How much hurts?
1 sec. I'm going to need to take off. I'm going to need to take off some of my armor because oh gosh dang it.
Because your armor's just too
Oh
OP.
my God.
Well, my armor currently has an enchantment that negates the first few hits I take, instead of traditional protection.
Yeah, get down there, boy.
You kind of get
And
a bubble
so-
shield.
Yep.
So that would be good for the wither as well.
Nah, it'd be terrible against the wither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like to get like the charge going on your sword, you know.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Primed would be good. Red alert. The bubble shield one would be trash against the wither because it negates damage instances, not hit. Yeah. So the shields would get stripped away by the wither debuff.
Yeah. So it's like no matter what, the first hit, no matter how much damage it does, it just negates the first hit. So it's great against bombs and fall damage.
Oh, so you're just
But-
invincible to
but-
fall damage with that?
Yeah, pretty much. But damage over time effects, basically ignore it.
What does sweeping edge do?
Sweeping Edge is a vanilla enchantment. It makes it so that the sweeping
your
aspect of your
sword-
weapon hits harder. So
Yeah.
normally, when your sword sweeps, it only does a half-hearted damage to the enemies caught in the sweep.
Okay.
With Sweeping Edge, it instead
Gives them
does
more damage.
a percentage of your attack damage. At Sweeping Edge 3, I believe it's 100% of the sweep.
Okay.
I mean, of the base attack.
You
So
see,
the sweep does full damage at that point.
it'll be a good mod on the Batet sword.
Definitely.
It's a good enchantment on pretty much any sword.
Sweeping Edge 3 is really good.
Okay, and then I take the book to the anvil, right?
Yes.
Save that. Wow, it's going to cost 7. Okay. Makes sense that it's already been enchanted. So on my weapon, is there any more enchantments I could put on it, or is this it?
Oh, what all's on there?
Looting, buffered, sweeping edge.
Sounds like you still have room for a damage enchantment, because Sweeping Edge is more
Bruh.
considered a utility effect.
Okay. So this sword can be detrimenting once I get that 4th enchantment.
Disruptness fire aspect. Buffing it.
What would you? Oh, I can only get one more damaging, right? So either fire aspect or sharpness.
That's right. So, wait, is this the same sword that had priming? Because priming is one that a damage effect.
No, I never equipped it because I was still thinking about
Okay.
it, and then it already like did its shuffle the table.
Because you had enchanted something else.
No, I was just looking at other things, and then I decided to roll that on me. But when next time I put my diamond axe in there, it wasn't showing. It was showing dullness. Yeah, now it's showing prospector. All right. T.
Yep. See ya.
Oh, do we need to go sleep?
It's nah, day's pretty much passed.
Okay. Oh. My book in there, so now I just need to go.
Finally here, bro.
My diamond's in there. Redstone goes in here. That's more of a block. Oh, goes in here.
Boy, it's having another 20 minutes.
Huh?
Is it time for a petition for Corey to make a house?
That Corey.
Does need to happen eventually.
Never.
How dare you?
You're missing out. Look, rebuilding is a significant part of the game.
I know.
Build house already, Corey.
Every game grounded whatsoever, my establishments have always been bare bones. If I make it efficient, it's so that I take less time doing A, B, and Z.
Mm.
The only reason why I make a house,
But I'm also very efficiency minded, and guess what? I still try
He's-
to make my house look good.
I think it's, and I have a house.
Because it increases efficiency when you have a good looking house. It makes you mentally more efficient.
Corey, I know the perfect and do well. Wait,
Yeah. So, all right. So you're waiting 20 minutes for your spawn. All right.
don't
So
mind me. Don't mind me.
right after that, we have to do step. Okay. We're really close to time, but I can be flexible with that. Okay.
Homophobia.
Tomophobia, fear of surgery. It just makes it so that organs will not drop with that item.
Okay, thank you. Phase strafe? No.
Well, that surprises me.
So if I use lust,
That's golden. Bro.
like I have a lust shovel, but use it on gravel, will it just make the drops just random?
It will still drop gravel, but various other things will occur while you're doing it.
Okay. And that's for me to find out.
Exactly.
Enjoying the fun, boys and girls.
And try not to
Okay,
die along the
fine.
way.
Wow.
You need to go back and add more stuff to the table of events that can occur, though. It certainly could be more expansive than it currently is.
Seems like the furnace smithing gives a good decent amount of experience too. I just furnace a whole stack of gold and transite and got some experience from that.
You get some, but
Stacks up, yeah.
it's supplemental, I
Yeah.
guess.
Right.
Wait.
No, wait. I need to wait until I'm now level. All right. What should I do? Should I nether it? I do like exploring the nether. I find it be a jolly good time.
Death Wish 4. Maybe. Acceleration 4. No.
All right, I got it. When you actually start applying redstone, like right now I have 43 blocks of redstone as I've compressed it. Like pretty much, is there a certain point where like I really don't need to be collecting redstone anymore? I just mine it for XP?
It varies dramatically on, from project to project. Sometimes you'll use like 8 redstone. Sometimes you'll use an entire stack of blocks.
David,
Yes.
is polygamous supposed to be disabled by default?
Yes, but it's possible I made that change after I had updated Minecraft. Why do you ask?
Because a villager just tried to trade me polygamous.
Huh.
I was like, that doesn't right. Actually,
Yeah,
you know what? I think I
that's one
can
of the
look
ones
at
I've
my own.
that's one of the ones I've disabled just because it, I don't know, it's lower quality than the other enchantments.
Yeah. I think.
That one just increases the effectiveness,
Oh, it
right?
is
Like I
enabled.
remember reading that.
Um, if conditions are met, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it makes it worse.
Okay, it is still enabled in this one at least.
All right.
Might have been definitely later. Rock collecting, no, thank you. I already have that.
So rock collecting is a
Efficiency type.
okay.
Yeah.
Photosynthetic.
Its counterpart, trophy collecting, is a damaging type. Is a sharpness type.
Oh, I see. Oh, that is beautiful. So as the pickaxe gains experience, then it also picks up levels and enchantments. Is that how it works? Just like
that's
trophy?
storied. Rock collecting is whenever it destroys a type of block it hasn't before, assuming it's of the appropriate type for the tool.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes a little bit faster.
Hmm. So it wants to collect all of them. Okay. It wants to break all of
Yep.
them.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly it.
It's like a crazy person trying all the different types of Mountain Dew and deciding that it's actually beneficial and not a detriment to their
Hmm.
That's certainly a way of describing it.
health.
So pretty much
Maybe a little
all like
too,
trophy story, like they pretty much potentially can be the strongest enchantments. They just you have to level them up.
Yes, rock collecting and trophy collecting both end up stronger than efficiency or sharpness would be, but you you need to put in the effort to hunt down all the various rocks and all the various enemy types in order to reach that point.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And specifically with the collecting ones, they're mostly going to be better for whatever you use the.
And what
Mind them
slot does that take over?
Rock collecting is an efficiency type.
Okay.
Trophy
I see.
collecting is
It's
a
the
damage type.
Okay. So you technically can have every single one have each one of those perspectives, right?
Yeah, it'd be entirely possible to have a trophy collecting, rock collecting storied axe.
Yeah.
Which, admittedly, that'd be something of a waste of storage, because one of the big advantages of storage is that it will get all of your enchantments to max eventually, and trophy collecting and rock collecting only have one level.
I see.
Since the progression is about using them and adventuring with them instead of just enchanting them.
So theoretically, one story increases everything to its max, and you just replace it with something else. That'll be the most.
Storied has an unusual slot. It goes in what I call the meta enchantment slot, which is right now I believe it's the only one I have in that slot. It's for enchantments that play with other enchantments.
I see. So it's its own can of beans. Okay.
Yeah.
And you cannot find it from villagers or from
Yep,
the
you
bookshelves
gotta just
at
find it
all.
out in the wild.
Okay.
Though if you want to engage in tomfoolery, there is a setting in the mod that allows you to make it so that every tool, the first time it's used, gains storied.
So that's what storied world means.
Ah, you were looking at the tomfoolery settings?
Yeah, and I was trying to figure out what they did from the description.
It's tomfoolery. I have no obligation to be straightforward about it.
You're pretty straightforward with it.
I am, but I'm not obligated to be.
Metabolizing, no thank you. Great time, but we haven't. Actually, it'd probably be better in this case. What with our bonuses to many sorts of food.
All right, you guys convinced me.
Priming. 6,
Actually, we'll
7,
do
8.
something
Oh,
that
wow.
I am just usually just not. I'm just for efficiency's sake, because I don't want to break down my gold chest. Are you guys okay if I build my house around the furnaces and?
Oh yeah. Build you build your house wherever. I'm pretty sure all of us have our own furnaces in our own houses,
Yeah.
so those are your furnaces.
Also, you
at that
don't
point.
even need to worry. You can make a dolly, and it will move the chests with for you.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Iron chest added dollies.
that's cool.
I was like, I feel like I recognize this mod's like having dollies with one. Enchantment dim door stream theory. Well, it's not even localized properly, so I'm not even gonna touch that for sake of avoiding catastrophic world corruption or something silly. Sorry, I'm going through the days pretty quick because I'm having to cycle this librarian until they give me looting or legacy.
Ooh, a librarian of legacy would be pretty nice.
Oh, sleeping. Good thing I'm near my bed.
That said, I would
Buzzing
request
bot.
you to keep it should you come across any villagers of airline. Because that would be revolutionary for the
bot.
whole team.
Yeah.
So, did they actually add airplanes in game?
Nope. Airline is a weapon enchantment for bows, crossbows, and tridents.
Huh.
It honestly makes it
definitely
into a
turns
terrible
it into
weapon.
an airplane of swords.
It makes it a terrible
Oh, I see that one. And is that vanilla?
weapon. No.
No, it's you.
Nope.
That's the thing they're
Yep.
using to go, I see, in your little fun little fight with Char. I remember that.
Yep. It's also my favorite way to travel cross country.
Because you take no fall damage.
And it's just fast.
Yep.
Admittedly, it's not good for combat. Like that was not an effective way to fight, but it was fun.
How hard would it be to make it so? What if you're mounted? The airline projectile will attach to what you're mounted onto.
Probably not that hard. Yeah, I
Why?
would just need to essentially check: are you mounted? Okay. We apply the tethered status effect to the mount instead of the mounted. But it might have
I would
knock-on
gladly
effects.
have the boats flying away. And yes, it was because I mentioned doing it with a boat earlier that I thought about that.
Hey,
Look at you guys. Get me something wanting to do something which I just never do. I forgot the last time that I actually tried to make a beautiful house in a sandbox game.
it helps when you have reason to expect that you're going to be sticking around for a little bit. It's a lot harder to care to put effort into the buildings when you think you're just going to leave it behind in a week.
So I'm guessing a sawmill turns this wood into just better wood.
We have
Sawmills. I didn't think that sawmills were in this
I think
one.
he's looking at the stone.
The
cutter.
table saw?
Oh, the stonecutter?
Yes. Oh, stonecutter. I see. So
Yeah, it makes it so that some of the recipes involving stone, in particular making stairs, are more efficient.
okay. I see. That's what explains the stairs you had in the Nether. I'm guessing you use that.
I think I just ate the inefficiency and did it on site in that case, but that would be an example of such a use case.
I'm sleeping in style.
Excellent.
Finally making a house, Corey.
Yes. I'm working on the foundations.
Finally.
Let me know if there's any particular blocks you want for it.
Well, since oh my bad, I took this out because my brain. Since I've had so much red dust, I was like, you know what? I'm going to convert that into blocks and just use that as my foundation. So
Fair enough.
Hey, that works. Works.
Okay.
like, I don't have to be concerned about creepers unless they obviously get through our initial barriers.
Hmm.
I'm just thinking about this. I don't have to think about more like explosive resistant material. So I imagine compressed redstone is not explosive resistant.
I'd have to check, but
No drop.
I'm not sure.
I think my
Blast resistance of 6. I believe it's on par with typical stone.
Okay.
Yep. Redstone blocks have the same blast resistance as stone.
Okay.
not terrible, not great.
Why? Blast.
So I had a lot of it. And it
Same reason why we made the fountain out of copper.
this is going to be my base.
That, and I suppose we discovered that there are recipes that make your building out of copper a lot more practical if you're building out of cut copper specifically.
Hmm.
Not to be rude, but your house is gonna get that.
Thanks, friend.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
actually really liking the red base, so
Nice.
Red base, as long as there isn't a blue base.
Am I going to need to change the arena to be made primarily out of... no, I don't want to try to gather that much lapis. Never mind.
Could get away with wool, probably.
Yeah, but wool burns.
yeah, that's true. All right. I'll work more on this every time I just get a bunch of red dust and then
Redstone dust. Jeez.
exposed copper. What the heck is
But yeah, copper oxidizes over time.
Oh, okay. All right, so they're here. So you ready to go out? All right, so we got things to do, people to punch.
People
Yep.
to punch.
Yep. Catch you guys later. We'll be back.